Hey guys, this is ThyCompany here. Welcome everybody. This is going to be kind of like a birthday live stream. However, we're I guess late on that by several weeks. But my birthday was on November 29th, even though the recording of this video was done on December 12th. But no worries there, no issues. And so I guess a couple of things been going on lately. Birthday itself, I don't particularly lately think about it or care about it one way or another. I think at that point in time we were more preoccupied with making sure my grandfather was comfortable. I guess since he's been back from the hospital, and he's been back from the hospital since November 25th. He's currently doing all right. He's got some, I guess, some agitation issues here and there, and I don't know if he has these issues or not exactly. It's kind of hard to tell because we're working with speech therapy on this, but he may possibly be having some issues called dysphagia, which is trouble swallowing. And problem is we don't know how present that is, or how prevalent, if that makes sense or not. But basically, he currently still has not a huge appetite. He doesn't really want to eat or to drink, but he's been put on new medications. I think it's Seroquel is one of the medications. I don't know for sure. Everything that he's taking that's for appetite, but we're going to see how that goes, and hopefully within the next 2 to 4 weeks, we notice some improvement. Another concern is that he was showing some episodes at night of suddenly during the middle of the night of him coughing, claiming that he can't breathe, and we don't know what's going on with that exactly. We think maybe he could have like a mucus buildup or something, but we don't know for sure yet. Otherwise, my birthday's been more of a day where we celebrate my sister's birthday, since I have a sister whose birthday is also November 29th. Kind of a crazy coincidence, I guess. But I always feel like it's more of a day for her than it is for me, because lately I haven't really had anything that I, completely desire and that I want, like have this, feeling that I want it now, if that makes any sense. Because typically birthdays is like the day where it's like, oh, if you've been craving something for a very long time that you can't get, usually birthdays is the day that like you get it, more or less. And I've kind of stopped caring about birthdays probably since I was maybe 15 or 16 years old back in high school. And this is kind of more referencing my own birthday, but it's kind of tough to tell lately because, one, you don't really want anything. People bring presents, and lately, for the last, over 10 years, it hasn't been anything that I particularly wanted. It's more of like, if they give me something that's good, per se, it's more like a basic need that, I need this in order to conduct either regular daily business or something like that. But yeah, but I want to show you all just a quick second while we take a quick break, show you the room here. All right, sorry about that. We're back. Yeah, this is the eBay office. We do all the like the eBay operation stuff. We've had some sales growth lately, but it's been slow. Um, I think we're doing something like around $1,200 a month in gross sales, and then net profit is usually about give or take half of that on average. It always fluctuates. Sometimes it's less than half, sometimes it's more than half, and half 50% has kind of been an average, but we've been kind of aiming for 40% in terms of like expenses. So that's like your shipping costs, eBay fees, whatever cut they get, um, and everything else like cost of shipping supplies, cost of anything that's involved in like gas, transportation, and either sourcing items or having to drive to the post office to send stuff off. Usually for like very big packages that you can't really easily send in like the mail unless you check it in with one of the postal clerks or postal attendants or workers or at the mailmen or whatever you want to call them. So it's kind of what's been going on with eBay lately. But yeah, to kind of get back to the birthday thing, I would say I think it was like my sophomore year in high school was kind of like the last birthday that I really particularly kind of felt like a birthday. Otherwise, after that, I haven't really felt that, and I don't know, or I don't recall if I've told you Maine the reason why, or my judgment or thinking. Um, but I kind of think that that's been like the last birthday where I felt like I received something that I really truly desired and that was really like wanting. Because growing up, you have like the video games. What else? Maybe something you get out of the toy store or something. Growing up, but the only thing that comes to mind that I would have wanted would be like and it's more like in terms of doing business more than anything. Like I want to sell this laptop. I want to get myself a PC. I have kind of one in mind I'm looking to get, but it's sort of what I'm thinking about getting, and I'm not sure if I want to get it or not. But it's what I'm leaning towards. Is my first first computer that comes to mind is an HP Pavilion all-in-one computer. I had one before that I liked, but it had issues a few years into using it. Like the one I bought was a touchscreen, and I liked using it because I was like, well, the touchscreen capability, I kind of felt like I was having a big like iPad, and I was just sitting here, going on the screen, selecting things here and there. And it was fun to play some games. Like I was playing, I think, Civilization 5 during the time, and a few other games that come to mind. I think there was a few like building games. I don't know if I guess I did play a little bit of Minecraft back then. But by the time I was like doing YouTube stuff on that computer, the touchscreen like went dead, and I was trying to figure out how to fix it. Couldn't figure out how to fix it, and during my journey of trying to fix it, I think what ended up happening was I tried to factory reset it, and the whole computer started lagging and getting slow, and something messed up. So I was like, all right, I need to get rid of this computer. And luckily I sold it on eBay, I think back in like 2020 or 2021, and it's been probably like 2 years now, maybe going close to 3 now since I had a PC, give or take. But I'm thinking about getting a PC when I sell either this laptop or I get a sudden boost in, or like, what do you call it? Significant boost increase in eBay sales. And the only way I can see that happening, and right now I'm going to eBay, I'm looking at what I have listed here. Probably be either like if I can get a buyer to buy a bunch of the artwork pieces, like at least probably minimum 3 just to have a little bit of income, but realistically it would have to be more than 3. Because I'm just like thinking in my mind what they go for nowadays, and problem is you always have to like negotiate a lot of these prices. Nobody really straight up buys it at the price that I want. It's very rare for that to happen. With eBay, I have like, I think the most expensive piece, I have one piece that's listed at about $350, but no one's been, even sending an offer or showing interest, or maybe they showed interest and then they just leave, or they're just unresponsive, which typically what's been happening with the artwork. But as an average, let's say if it's $100 for a large painting, like what I have on the walls here, yeah, you can see some of it here. Like there's 3, so 1, 2, 3. Then I have 2 against the wall here. So let's say these 5, maybe 500. Then I have 2 that are slightly smaller. Then I'm trying to get like $50 would be a fair offer, I think. So let's say 500, and then these would be 600. And then I have like 1, 2, 3, 4 small paintings. So you can, argue that's another 100. So it'd be like 700. And then with all the other miscellaneous things, if I could make $1,000 at least off of selling stuff, then maybe it would make sense to do computer. But even, thinking about it realistically, because the desktop computers that I'm looking at they used to be 1,000. Now they're like 1,100, 1,200. I don't think it would be more than 1,200. I just wouldn't see the reason to do that, because my thinking is to get a computer and have it last for at least minimum at least 5 years. That's like the goal. Unfortunately, with the last PC, I think it only lasted like 4, which kind of sucks. But the idea is like, it's kind of like if you're renting out a computer, you don't want to pay more than $200 a year. I guess that's kind of the logic behind it. But I don't know. I would say roughly, give or take, and it's ballpark figure around 700. I think would be fair for the whole lot, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 is what I'm counting here. But I have more than 11 paintings for sure on eBay. I don't even know what I have, because I have also the drawings and all that too. And I'm going to be listing a bunch more too in the future. What else has been selling? I have, I want to sell this laptop. The laptop is at 120 right now, but if no one sends an offer by Christmas, I guess I have to drop the price again. Otherwise, I do have a few things that are listed around $40, $50. Again, paintings. Some medical supplies are kind of like close to $30, but it would have to, be a bunch of stuff they would buy. And it's, not really easy to sell. But it looks like I just have to list more things, or find more things I can sell for more than $20. But I don't know if, like, the drawings typically, I don't know if I've ever sold a drawing that's more than $20 on eBay. It would be cool to be able to do that. The only thing that comes to mind is maybe like if I have a panel that has, well, that's kind of more of a painting rather than a drawing. And frankly, with sold listings on eBay, I don't think I recall seeing really much of any drawings that sell for more than 20. Like, I can try to put them up for $29.99 and see what happens, but I doubt they'll sell unless they're like really, really good. But it's like effort versus prices doesn't really quite match up in my mind. So that's kind of what's going on with, eBay, and maybe getting funds to get a PC rather than working on a laptop. The other option, but that's something that, kind of looking at, but I don't know how that's going to go, is more like, earning it with through like other type of work, for another form of work, which would be either home health care, and I have like a few different options there, but it's very not as fast as what I would want. The next option, which could work out, but I feel like it needs like some what do you call it? Preparatory work. Would be working with my neighbor who's a mechanic. Hopefully, I can get something like get the ball going there. Um, which basically there's two major things that need to be done. First, he's got to kind of set up an office, and well, he kind of has an office, but it needs work. It needs to be rearranged. He needs freaking lights in it. It's like a computer in a dark room. It's kind of like sitting here with the lights off, which would be like that basically, and that's not ideal. Um, if for some reason that doesn't work, the next option would be to work with one of his friends who does like smartphone or telephone repair, and we'll see how that goes as another option. Otherwise, the what would you call that, fifth option or so would be to I don't know, just work a regular 9 to 5, but I don't know anything that pays more than like $16 an hour. That's probably like the most at the high end, unless you can find something that's very either labor intensive, which will negatively affect your health, or a very kind of like specialist position. And even like the top job, which is a contract job I have, it's like 30 an hour, but I don't know if maybe the neighbor or one of his acquaintances, I could maybe possibly, if I'm lucky, I could maybe train myself to get something that's more, but that's going to take a lot of it's not a short time solution. Otherwise, I can't really think of anything else that would be really big that's been going on lately. To kind of give you an update with what I'm working at with Humane, because we're on the kind of like a weight loss journey. Because I think, what did I start out at 265? I think I'm down to 220. And it's been hovering around 220 for a while right now. I have some doctor's appointments I gotta get some clearing up with. I can think of 2 appointments in the coming month, and we'll see how it goes from there. If everything goes good or in a good direction, we can probably start working more on continuing to lose weight, but more of for another issue, which is muscle building. We're starting to get into the issue where it's like I lost weight, but I need to gain more muscle mass, or gain more muscle, basically, is another way to say it. Like, I don't know, I feel like, it's skinny, but, I need to gain muscle, basically, work out. Which is what I've been doing for, I would say, since the start of December, because I did do like lab work or blood work December 4th, and there were some results that I wasn't really crazy about, and we talking with the team, we think it's just like things that'll go away with increased exercise, which means that it'll probably take a few months, if maybe longer, possibly. But we'll see how that goes. My goal is to get under 220 by the end of December. I think that's something that's realistic to do, because I know Humane was like, "Oh, you need to get to under 200 by the end of summer." I'm like, how am I going to be doing that? That's, first of all, pretty fast. It's a very big drop, and as one of my doctors said, when you're losing weight, it begins to slow down as you get closer to your ideal like weight goal. So like if you're really big, it's quick to lose weight, but then it slows down as you start getting skinnier. Um, so that's a good thing to keep in mind. Um, Otherwise, I do think I'm going to make another video as like a December channel update, to kind of give you all an idea. We are currently at, kind of give you a quick update, I guess. ThyCompany is at 1,020 subscribers, while Funma is at 139, 140. It's hovering around that number, and I'm thinking we may be able to get at least to 145, maybe 150 towards the end of December. So you may see like another video a bit later in like a week or two with something like that. So hopefully that goes well. Otherwise, what else? Grandfather is doing well. Grandmother is doing all right, but I think she's kind of in a time to get another checkup to see what's going on. But it's kind of like generalized pain here and there, but it's like, kind of hard to tell what's going on. So best to do another checkup. Otherwise, project that I have for spring, I would like to make or try to set up some kind of a garden, but that's not an easy project to do at all. And plus, I have to figure out what to plant in a garden. So if you have recommendations, feel free to write down your ideas in the comments section or in the chat. But yeah, otherwise, I know Yumain's been busy, but Yumain's been kind of a little weird lately. Rooster has been very tough to get hold of. He's been busy working and all that. As far as I haven't really been talking with anybody else on Discord lately. I've been kind of focusing more on like people who are close to who I'm close to in real life per se. But I think if YouTube grows, like the YouTube channels grow more, I don't know if I could get to this point, but it would be awesome if I could get to 1,100 subscribers by the end of the year. And the only way I can see that happening is if I start getting a bunch of shorts that are going in the right direction, meaning they get a good number of views and a good number of subscribers from them. But yeah, that's pretty much what's been going on lately. So I guess check out the eBay website, or the merch store, as some people have been calling it, which is ebay.com/str/Alex Mac Shop, ALEXMACSHOP. So feel free to take a look at it if you have some free time. Looks like I got a list, a bunch of things. I guess we have still some orders we have to send out. So that's cool. And we'll see how that goes. A few little other projects I have to work on with eBay, like getting a refund for one thing, and working on a few other things. But we'll see how that goes. I'm kind of optimistic that it's going to go well, and hopefully by summer I can maybe get to one of the goals I've been looking to get to. I don't know if I'll be doing any traveling next summer. I have no clue at all. We'll see. But guys, thank you all so much for watching this video. If you have not already, make sure to subscribe to ThyCompany so we can hopefully get to that 1,100 goal by the end of the year. That would be pretty cool to get to. Make sure to like this video, hit the bell icon, when you subscribe, so you get notifications for future live streams, videos, and things of that nature. And comment down below, say happy birthday, and maybe if you have recommendations for a channel, if you want to see a certain video, or if you want for me to comment on a certain topic, or maybe have a discussion live stream. I haven't really done a Q&A live stream, I think. Maybe something of that nature, probably towards when I do the December channel update. But I think it would be a cool thing to talk about. Otherwise, thank you all so much for watching, and hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. And take care and stay safe. All right.